Hi everybody, Sanbulani. Welcome to my channel. Happy Sunday. I hope that you guys are doing well and that some of you have gone to church to pray for us, okay? Because we do need prayers, okay? Now, you guys, izindaba zabantu this morning on a Sunday. I was like, listen, lezi zidinga ukuthi ngifake iduku, ngifake ibuko. Uyabona? You understand? Sometimes izindaba zabantu would be so serious that it needs you as a gossiper to get into your nkosikazi outfit. So that's why ngibona ngifake iduku ngifake, because I can't be doing this gossip ngingeyena unkosikazi, because the problems that I am going to talk about here are problems amakhosikazi emizini yabo. You understand what I'm saying? So now, while listening to this video, okay, I would advise for you to put on your outfit, your bukhosikazi. Siuhloniphe lo mkhosikazi, asihlonipheni umkhosi. Now, you guys, listen. One thing, you guys, that I feel must never, ever, ever happen to a child, whether that child is black or white or pink or purple, okay? One thing that must never ever happen to a child, you guys, is for a child to see their father's, tools. A child must never see their father's tool. Never, ever, ever. In fact, a child must think that their father doesn't even have a tool. That is not something that a child must be exposed to. You must never, ever, ever see your father's tool. And today we're going to talk about how Ratile Mabitsela's kids have actually seen their father's tool. I feel bad. The PTSD. Okay. Now, you guys, the Sunday World has written an article because there has been rumors going around that Ratile and her husband are getting a divorce. Were we shocked about those news? No, you guys, because even when she was part of the show, the first season she did on the Mommy Club, there were rumors that things were not going well with her and her husband. And then the second season that she did, there were more rumors that were coming out that she and her husband were not doing well in the marriage. But one thing about Ratile, you guys, is that she will defend her marriage, okay? She will roar for her marriage, okay? She will roar for her marriage, okay? That's what she said. I don't even know how the roar thing comes in. I don't know. I think it's Tagazalo, so husband yakho ukuthi roar. It's like undlovu, okay? Indlovu. So now she would say when she's speaking about her marriage, I roar in my marriage. You remember? Now, you guys, they are saying that in the Sunday world, things are not going good for Ratile and her husband, but they are so bad that Ratile has decided to call an unknown person and vent about her marriage, okay? And she's revealing all kinds of things. And one of the things, you guys, that she is revealing is that the husband sometimes be taking that drink of SAB, and then once he takes that drink of SAB, he will be walking around the house naked, okay? Well, maybe naked, okay? So there is a lot of nakedness in the house of Ratile when the husband has taken that drink of SAB, okay? Listen, you guys. Do I think the story is true? There are possibilities. Because listen, no matter how much I am fighting with you and don't like you anymore, I'm going to tell people about your nakedness. So the fact that the story is out here, I'm like, maybe there are possibilities that it's true. So it says here, hubby's but naked antics 10 off TV star or Ratile, okay? Mabitsela says that her kids are traumatized. If this thing happened, you guys, then they should be. Because I do feel like it's even better. It's even better if it's your mom. Okay, you must never. For all of your kids, I wish that they never ever see their fathers naked. Okay, that is not something that a kid should see. Reality star Ratile Mabitsela has allegedly pleaded with close associates to help her find accommodation after complaining that her husband was walking around their home butt naked in the presence of their children, including their 7-year-old daughter. Okay, I hope the daughter was watching Popeye on TV and never saw anything. Mabitsela also complained that her husband, Elias Lihlohonolo Mabitsela, is an incorrigible alcoholic who often drinks himself to a stupor in front of their children. Okay, guys, before I continue with the story, here is a thing, you guys. Ratile's husband is a Mabitsela, okay, and is a South African. But I remember seeing this man's picture the first time, and I was like, you do not have to tell me which nationality this husband is, because obviously. So I was very shocked to find out that he is a Mabitsela, because I was like, they have Mabitselas in Nigeria, you know? So I was shocked, you guys. I was like, really? You know? So not only does he look like he could be our brother from another mother, but he also is behaving like he could be our brother from another mother. Okay? Am I the only one that looks at this guy and feel like this is definitely our brother? But he is a brother from another mother. Okay? He's not a brother from the mother, the biological mother. He's a brother, but he's a brother from another mother. So I was very shocked to find out this guy is South African, let alone be a Mabitsela, because I feel like if he's South African, then his father must be from Nigeria or something, okay? But no, he is a South African. He's even behaving like the Nigerians, okay? So it says here, speaking to the Sunny World, a deep throat who did not want to be identified because she does not want to compromise her relationship with the couple, alleged that the beauty queen who featured in the popular show Makes Show Mommy Club phoned and asked her and her husband's relatives to find her and her children an apartment. Listen, you guys, if I'm looking for an apartment, I am calling the whole of Gauteng. Are they living in Gauteng? I'm not calling the whole of Gauteng if I'm living in Gauteng. I'm going to call a friend or two. Now, if the story ends up in the Sunday World, I would know who that friend is, okay? Because I have shady friends, okay? But their shades are different. I know the kind of stuff that certain friends would do and certain friends wouldn't do. So, obviously, she's going to know who you are. You're a bad friend, okay? She has had enough of her husband walking around the house, stickers in front of the kids, okay? She said that her husband's decision to parade in the house in his birthday suit had left their children traumatized and unable to concentrate in school. They have also changed how they relate to their peers, okay? And guys, I believe that, because I really honestly do feel, once again, that there is no child in this world that should see their father naked ever, 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 ever. Okay, that is just too much trauma. The Moil also said that Mabitsela told them that her husband also baptized their bedsheets in high volumes of wine when wasted. Okay, there's nothing that smells worse than a drunk man the morning after. Okay. When she confronted him about it, he allegedly became aggressive, okay? The tipster also said that Tembisa Bond Rose told them that her husband was in danger to himself, or was a danger to himself, because he fell and injured himself on many occasions when drunk. The source said Mabitsela told them that her husband had made a commitment to stop drinking cold turkey, but he has relapsed 5 times. Okay, that is very unfortunate, in fact. She said that he relapsed between April 11th and April the 22nd. Listen, you guys, Once a woman starts keeping records of your behavior in the marriage, in the relationship, you know, you're in trouble, okay? She is preparing for the court dates. I'm telling you, okay? If I remember which day you were drunk, which day you became sober, which day you became drunk again, I'm preparing myself. I'm preparing a file for the divorce, okay? So that when I go and see the divorce lawyer, he can say, when did this happen? And I give him the yellow folder, okay? That's what I'm doing. So if in your house you come across a diary of your wife and she has dates of when you came home, when you left, when you were drunk, when you were sober, when you were making a call, when you were withdrawing money, she is preparing for the court dates when she is actually divorcing you, okay? I'm giving you a tip for free, okay? But you can press the thanks button just in case you want to pay me for this advice, because lawyers don't even know this information, okay? So it says here, the tipster also said that the Tembisa-born Rose told them that her husband was a danger to himself. Okay, I read that. She said that he relapsed between April 11th and April 22, between May 10 and May 18, and 9 and 16, and September 21 and October 6 last year. There is no way. There is no way that Ratile was still working on that marriage, okay? There is no way that Ratile was still wanting that marriage to work. Ratile was preparing to go out, okay? She was preparing for her exit, okay? Because, listen, I don't remember the day that my husband had a bottle of wine, okay? I don't even know when he last had a beer, okay? But the day that I plan to walk out, I shall count the beers. I shall count the whiskey. I shall count the wine, okay? Listen, she has been planning to go out of this marriage, but I don't blame her. The source alleged that he later promised to go to rehab, but made a somersault and hit the bottle again. Okay, that is a serious thing, you guys. And I imagine that having to deal with someone that has that issue in a marriage, and if somebody has that issue, and on top of that, they do the cheatation, wrong combination, okay? The source also said that the reality star wanted to vent about her marital challenges on the show in December 2023, but her husband unleashed lawyers. The lawyers called Dupree's and Associates as attorneys, okay? Listen, you guys. When your husband just wants to, threaten you in a fun way, and they don't mean it, they're not serious, they would get their friends who are lawyers to write you a letter. Their black friends who are lawyers to write you a letter. When they get you an Afrikaans lawyer, it is done, okay? So I understand why Ratile decided that she's going to keep the dates of April 11th, April 22nd, May 10th, May 18th, August 16th, September 21, October 6th in her diary, because she already realized that this man was not playing with her, because already last year in December 2023, he had already hired Afrikaans lawyers against her just to write a simple cease and desist. What do you call it? Cease and desist. Just a simple letter to say, stop talking about this issue. He got Afrikaans lawyers, okay? So, of course, Ratile was now keeping the dates, okay? So it says here, so that's why, you guys, Ratile was not talking about her marriage issues on the show, because we were wondering, girl, your story is over there on Instagram by Mapependaba. Why are you not talking about it on the show? Your story is out there on TikTok. Why are you not talking about it? Okay, it wasn't making sense. You are on a reality show. You are telling us your marriage is perfect, but everything is over there on social media. So now we understand that the Afrikaans lawyers were there saying, listen, if you even Like her life was going to be worse than the apartheid times had she talked about her marriage. So that, listen, even our fathers are still talking about apartheid to this day. So I don't want that to happen to me. So let me talk about other people's marriages instead of focusing on mine on the show. And that's exactly what she did. Okay. So it says here, in a letter which we have seen, the lawyers ordered that the episode in which she complained about her husband be expunged from the show. Our instructions are that our client's wife, Ratile Boitumelo Mabitela. Listen, you guys, I have many, many names, and most of you are never going to know my many, many names. But the day that my husband wants to deal with me, you will probably know my names, okay? So when somebody decides that now you are not Ratile, okay, you are Ratile Boitumelo Mabitela, it's serious, okay? It says here, okay, our instructions are that our client's wife, Ratile Boitumelo Mabitela, and yourself are participants in a television show called The Mami Club. Our instructions are further that during the filming process of the show, you made a derogatory and defamatory comments about our client. And how did he know that if he was not part of the show and the show was not out yet? Because there's not a single episode where Ratile is talking negatively about this man, okay? This man was held in high regard on the show, okay? He was a perfect husband, a perfect father, a rich, filthy rich husband, okay? So everything that was presented on the show about this man was perfect. So I do wonder how he even got to know that Ratile had shot a scene where she was complaining about her husband, okay? Our client objects to any party publishing any defamatory or derogatory content on any platform, as it will have an impact on our client's business. Listen, you guys, I don't understand how a man will be willing to fight for you to not tell the world that they are not good people, but they are okay with not being good people. Like, you are not a good person in the house with me. How are you concerned about people knowing that you are not a good person, but you are not concerned about the fact that in our house you are walking around naked? How are you not concerned about that, sir? Okay. Sometimes these men be concerned about the wrong things, okay? Go to church, ask a minister to pray for you, okay? That's what you should be doing, okay? Allegations, okay. Let me start here. This is to say nothing of our clients' rights and damages they might suffer as a result of the episode airing. But guys, like, the Dululu is Dululing here because, listen, we already don't think that Ratile's husband is a good husband, okay? Is there anybody that thinks, I wish I had a husband like that? No. Even with Ratile saying all positive things about him, there is no single woman out there that says that this is the ones that want him are the ones that just want guys with money and they're not concerned about nothing else, okay? But the people that want good people as partners, they're not looking at this guy thinking he's a good man. Even his business partners know that in his marriage he's not a good man because, it's out there already. Okay, but they do know that he's a good businessman, so they still do good business with him, but they just know they're not going to get into a relationship with him. How delusional to think that there's someone out there that thinks that you're a good person in your relationship. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes our men be delulu, okay? Allegations that Mabitela plans to vacate their matrimonial home as a consequence of her husband's alleged abuse of alcohol and walking in the sky in front of their children come after he informed his lawyers to apply for a decree of divorce because he cheated on him and beat him up. Okay, she cheated on him and beat him up. She has since denied these allegations. Mabitela and her estranged husband couldn't be reached for a comment at the time of going to print, okay? So that is what is going on, you guys. Listen, I'm sure it's not nice to have to move out of the mansion, okay? Listen, people have said that it's better to cry in the mansion, okay? I feel like crying is crying. Okay, so that whole thing of better to cry in a mansion, better to cry in whatever, I don't believe it. Okay, crying is crying. But you guys, okay, it is much more easier to move out of a forum house than it is to move out of a mansion. That I agree with. That is no child's play, okay? That is not a child's play, okay? I might just also stay in the marriage a little bit longer for that mansion, okay? I'm like, listen, can we do what Mom Kizza did, okay? I can stay in one wing and you stay in another, okay? Because that thing is not easy. Because if you move from a mansion, chances are you are not moving to another mansion. You are moving to a smaller yana place. So I understand the hardship, okay? And I do understand why for so long she just fought for the marriage. One thing, you guys, I will say is that Ratile fought for her marriage. She rode for her marriage on the show, okay? She made sure we did not know anything about the problems in her marriage. But now we get to know it was because of the Afrikaans lawyers that had written the letter to say, do not speak about the real things that are happening in your marriage. Please lie on national TV and tell the people that this husband is a good husband. And that is exactly what she did. She went on national TV and told us a lot. Now the man is in Paris, allegedly with a side chick, after all of the lies that you told us on a TV show. Can you believe the man? I did say, you guys, when we finally ban them, let's not use umenchis, okay? Let's find a chemical that can burn them to the ground and you understand what I'm saying? Because what is this, okay? Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegiona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Tanda. Cool.